Why do some people achieve vastly different results while investing the same amount of time and effort? Welcome to this deep exploration. We often believe that hard work always leads to success, but reality often contradicts this simple belief. Let us examine the truth together. Why does one person succeed with minimal action while another remains stuck despite their tireless dedication? Is your effort truly working for you? It is vital to ask if your effort is being converted into meaningful outcomes, or if it is simply being consumed by inefficient habits and structures. Extensive research from Harvard University shows that the gap in results can exceed 3 times, even when time and effort inputs are identical. This proves that the difference is not a matter of simple innate talent, but a fundamental difference in the methods and structures we employ. OECD data further reveals that while average labor hours are similar across nations, the actual productivity levels can vary by more than 2 times. This highlights that the volume of effort is not the primary driver of success, it is the mechanism through which that effort is processed. It is highly probable that we are not suffering from a lack of effort, but rather from the repetition of misguided and fundamentally wrong effort. Repeating ineffective actions will never yield a different result. We must pause and evaluate the direction and structure of our life's work. The reason why results differ is simple yet profound. It is because the direction and the internal structure of the effort are inherently different. While most people focus exclusively on being diligent and working hard, the winners focus on where, how, and why they are working so hard. Research from MIT shows that high performers invest over 70% of their total effort into activities directly linked to their core values. By contrast, average individuals spend a disproportionate amount of their time on non-essential tasks that do not move the needle toward success. This distribution of effort is what creates the disparity. Results are decided by the intensity of concentration on what truly matters most. When you concentrate your energy on the core, your impact is magnified. This is the difference between a simple flashlight and a laser beam. Successful people utilize continuous feedback to refine their methods. They are not afraid to admit when an approach is not working for them. Those who fail often repeat the same mistakes, hoping for a different outcome. This small difference creates a massive gap over the long term. Let us travel back to ancient times to find wisdom. Consider the case of the great Greek mathematician and inventor, the famous Archimedes. Archimedes did not achieve his breakthroughs by simply thinking more. He achieved them by changing how he perceived the entire problem structure. The moment he discovered buoyancy in the bath, he broke through existing mental barriers and created a completely new perspective on physics. Unlike other scholars of his time who were stuck in traditional thinking, he approached the structure of the problem with a truly revolutionary mind. This intellectual shift allowed for a discovery that changed human history. Even then, it was the structure of thought that created the result. The lessons from the ancient world are clear. It is not the volume of thought, but the quality and structure of thought that determines success. To achieve what others cannot, you must be willing to think in ways that others do not. This is the foundation of all structural excellence. Now, let us examine the Industrial Revolution. During this era, workers often spent 12 hours or more in factories every single day. Despite their intense labor, individual productivity remained low until capitalists began to implement systemic structures of production. By organizing labor through systems, productivity began to skyrocket. This was the first great demonstration of structural leverage in human history. Consider Henry Ford. He revolutionized production not by making people work harder, but by creating the ingenious assembly line system. The assembly line allowed for a massive increase in output within the same working hours. This was a profound change in the method of work. In the industrial age, success did not go to those who worked the longest hours, but to those who built the most efficient systems and structures. This historical shift proves that when you improve the structure of your work, you can achieve results that were previously considered impossible. In our modern digital era, the disparity in results has become even more extreme and visible than ever before in all of human history. Technology and automation have created an environment where a single action can have global consequences almost instantaneously and effortlessly. For example, a single digital content piece can reach millions of viewers with the same initial effort it took to create it for one person. In the past, reaching such an audience would have required an army of people. Today, it requires a well-structured and leveraged digital strategy. Stanford research highlights that top-tier talent often produces 5 times the average output through strategic focus and digital leverage. This is not just about intelligence or raw talent. It is about the fundamental difference in strategy used to approach modern challenges. In our society today, leverage and structure are far more important than the simple quantity of effort you put in every single day. Linear labor has a ceiling, but structural leverage is limitless. Understanding this difference is the key to true modern impact and wealth. Let us synthesize everything we have discussed. The reason for the gap in results is the variation in direction, focus, and structure. Without a clear direction, your effort is wasted. Without focus, it is diluted. Without structure, it cannot be scaled or sustained long-term. Most people think the answer is to work harder, but the true answer is to work more accurately toward the right and most important goals. Diligence without direction is merely a slow path to burnout. Accuracy ensures that every step you take brings you closer to your vision. Think of your time as precious capital. You must invest it where the returns are highest in activities that provide the most value. When you prioritize high-value tasks, you naturally create a life of abundance and efficiency. This is the secret of the world's successful people. Ultimately, your achievements are decided by the way your effort works within the system you have built for yourself and your life. A poor system will defeat a good person every single time. Improve the system, and the results will take care of themselves eventually. I challenge you to shift your mindset today. Move away from reckless diligence and toward deliberate, strategic, and focused action. Intentionality is the hallmark of the high performer. Every action must be weighed against its contribution to your final and ultimate goal. By reducing unnecessary effort, you can focus your energy on the core tasks that generate 90% of your meaningful results. In the pursuit of excellence, less is often more. By doing fewer things better, you achieve far more than those who do everything poorly. The most powerful change you can experience is the confidence that comes from knowing you can control your own outcomes through strategy. Success is not a matter of luck. It is a matter of building the right structures and following the right direction consistently every day. This is a fundamental shift that will maximize the efficiency of your entire life, not just your professional or academic career. When you apply these principles to your health, relationships, and growth, the transformations you experience will be truly staggering. Remember this one sentence: results are determined by the direction of your effort, never by the simple quantity of your labor. Direction is the compass of the soul. Without it, you are merely a traveler lost in the wilderness of meaningless busywork. Doing things the right way is the only path that leads to true change. Hard work is a prerequisite, but it is not the final solution. When you combine hard work with the right method, you become unstoppable. This is the fusion that creates true excellence in life. Pushing a wall with all your might yields nothing. It is the perfect metaphor for misguided and directionless effort in your life. Using the handle to open the door requires far less force, but yields the perfect result. Always look for the handle, not the wall. Through these lectures, I hope to help you expand your thinking. Humanities provide the mental frameworks for all structural success. By understanding history and philosophy, we can apply ancient wisdom to our modern and incredibly complex challenges today. Intellectual growth is the ultimate leverage. The more you know, the more effectively you can structure your world and your future. Every book read and every lecture attended refines your internal compass, ensuring your effort is always pointed in the right direction. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe and like. Your support allows us to continue this vital mission of knowledge. Our goal is to nourish your soul with insights that will stay with you for a lifetime. Thank you for being part of this journey. I sincerely wish you the best in everything you do. May your effort always be met with the results you truly desire and deserve. May your path be clear and your success be meaningful. Keep striving for excellence in all areas of your life and your thought. As we close, reflect on these themes: direction of effort, success strategy, self-improvement, productivity, focus power, and performance management. I encourage you to search for related topics like result discrepancy, how to succeed, high productivity, focus enhancement, and life strategy. I am James Ko, also known as Jongmoon Ko. You can always reach me at k90391198@gmail.com. Again, please feel free to reach out to James Ko at k90391198@gmail.com for dialogue. Thank you for your time and attention today. Until our next lecture, stay focused, stay strategic, and keep striving for excellence. Goodbye.